So in this lesson, we're going to introduce three new trig functions, the reciprocal trig functions, which are sec of theta, cosec of theta, and cot of theta. Now these three trig functions are very closely related to the original three trig functions we learned, sine, cos and tan, in this way here. So sec theta is defined as being exactly the same thing as 1 over cos theta. Cosec theta is defined as being 1 over sine theta, and cot theta is defined as being 1 over tan theta. Now this can be quite confusing because the one related to cos begins with an S and the one related to sine begins with a C. So actually with these, bit of an insider tip here, and I have to admit it is a bit coincidental as well, look at the third letter of these new trig functions to try and remember the function which it's the reciprocal of. So the third letter of sec is C, so it's 1 over cos. The third letter of cosec is S, 1 over sine. The third letter of cot is T, 1 over tan. And one extra thing I should write here, 1 over tan, the reciprocal of tan. Well, tan is sine over cos, so the reciprocal of that is cos theta over sine theta, like that. So three new, not necessarily identities, but three new trig functions you've got to learn. So now let's take a look at what the graphs of these functions look like. So let's first of all concentrate on the graph of sec theta. Well, the first thing I'm going to do to try and figure out the shape of sec theta is draw the cos graph on that set of axes. And there we have it, a pretty rough looking cos graph. Now let's try and figure out what the reciprocal of cos would look like on a graph. Well, here the value of cos theta is 1. So 1 over that would also be 1. On this one here, the value of cos theta is minus 1. So 1 over minus 1 is also minus 1. And the same goes here. So we know that the sec graph will pass through those three red points. The other interesting point to note is this one here, where cos theta equals 0. Sec theta, 1 over 0, in that case will be undefined. So this leads to an asymptote here. So divide by 0 in maths leads to a 0. So there's going to be two asymptotes, one here and one here. So here, 1 over a tiny positive value gives a massive positive value. So the graph's going to end up somewhere like that. So what it's going to look like, the sec graph, is that there. Here, we've got 1 divided by a tiny negative number, which gives a massively negative number. So it's going to look like that. And for the same reason, there as well. And following that logic, we get that. So, in blue, we've got y equals cos x. And in red, y equals sec x. You might want to play that back and really, mull over it, convince yourself it's true. But we'll move on to the cosec graph now, and the same thing goes. Draw the sine graph and apply the same logic. So we'll do that. And there's the sine graph. So exactly the same logic applies. So if you want to have a go at this yourself, you might want to pause it, but I'll keep going. So asymptotes through 0 again. And the key points here, well, sine theta equals 1. So the reciprocal of that is also 1. The reciprocal of that is minus 1. And then this is approaching from the positive direction. So 1 over a tiny positive number is a massively positive number. So it's going to look like that, the cosec graph. And same logic applies for that there. So in blue, we have y equals sine x, and in red, y equals cosec x. Now let's move on to y equals cot x. So do the same, draw the tan graph, and use the same logic to deduce the shape of the cot graph. So there's the tan graph there. Now you might want to pause it and try and deduce the cot graph yourself. But I'll keep going with it. So I'm going to do the cot graph in red. So the asymptotes are where the graph passes through 0. So there's an asymptote there. There's an asymptote there. And I've done the asymptotes different colours. Blue for tan. And for cot, the asymptotes are red. So this one here, we can see the asymptote is approaching 0. And it's approaching it from the positive direction. Therefore, 1 divided by a tiny positive number is a massive positive number. Try and do that a bit better. There we go. And what happens? The graph passes through 0 at the asymptote of tan. Just like tan passes through the asymptote of cot. Like that. So they almost look like mirror images of each other. Through the points of intersection. So that's the sec, cosec and cot functions and their graphs. So you should learn those graphs and those definitions because they will come up almost certainly in an exam. So now let's move on and look at how to solve equations using the reciprocal trig functions. This question here says solve the following equations involving the reciprocal trig functions. So we've got cosec x equals 4, and we want to solve that for x values between 0 and 2 pi, and by context here we're talking radians. On the calculator we don't have a cosec button. Have a look. Nothing we can do about that. So we're going to have to try and turn it into something we can solve. Now we know that cosec x is 1 over sine x, so let's write that down. 1 over sine x equals 4. And this can be reduced to an easier equation now by rearranging it to get sine x equals 1/4. And now it's pretty straightforward. That was probably one of the first ever trig equations you solved. Sine x equals 1/4. So let's solve it. Which means that x equals the arc sine of 1/4 equals, and remember we're in radians, so must change my calculator mode into radians, and inverse sine, the arc sine of 1/4 is equal to approximately 0.25268. 0.25268. And as always when solving trig equations, draw the graph. 0.25268 is about there, meaning that that one is there. So you've got pi minus 0.25268 also. So pi minus that is 2.8889. So we'll give the answers to at least 3 significant figures. I prefer 4 significant figures just to be safe, unless otherwise asked, obviously. So we've got 0.2527. I should really say x equals there. X equals 0.2527, or what we'll work out on the calculator, 2.889 to 4 significant figures. And there we have it. So let's do another example. And this is it here. So maybe you know what to do. Maybe you want to pause the video, have a go at it yourself. But I'll carry on with it. So sec of 2x is 3.5. So that means 1 over cos of 2x. The reciprocal of cos 2x is sec 2x equals 3.5. Well, that means that cos of 2x must equal 1 over 3.5. Now notice that it's 2x that we're using as the angle, but these limits are for x. So what I'm going to do is make limits for 2x now by doubling all the limits. So we're going all the way from 0 up to 4 pi. So let's use the calculator to find the first solution. So we're inverse cos or arc cos both sides. We get 2x equals the inverse cos, the arc cos of 1 over 3.5. So let's work that out. The arc cos of 1 over 3.5. I can write better than that. Arc cos, not much different actually, is it? Fair enough. Arc cos of 1 over 3.5, which is 1.281, or 1.281. So, drawing the relevant cos graph. Remember, it goes all the way from 0 to 4 pi, so we're going to get 2 cycles of the cos graph, like that. I can see that what's going to happen here, try and do it straighter line than that, I can see there's going to be 4 solutions there. There's going to be 1.2810, which is that one. There's going to be 2 pi minus 1.2810. There's going to be 2 pi plus 1.2810, and there's going to be 4 pi minus 1.2810. They're all 4 solutions for 2x. So let's work those out, which means that 2x equals 1.2810. So 2 pi minus 1.2810, 5.1555, and change that to a plus, 7.4113, and then 4 pi minus 11.4383, like that. Which finally means that x equals, and divide all of those by 2, so 1.2810 divided by 2 equals 0.6405 to 4 significant figures. Then we'll change that to 5.1555 equals 2.578 to 4 significant figures, like that. Then 7.4113 divided by 2 equals 3.706 to 4 significant figures, and 11.4383 divided by 2 equals 5.719 to 4 significant figures, 5.719, and there are all of our answers. So that's everything we need there. So that's solving equations. So before you're ready to do the worksheet, what we should really look through now is a little bit of proving identities, and we'll keep it simple. For now, there'll be more complicated identities to prove in later worksheets, but for now, let's have a look at this one here. So it says prove the following identities involving the reciprocal trig functions. So you might want to pause it and have a go before I go through it. But it says 1 plus cosec theta is identical to 1 plus sine theta over sine theta. Now remember from the double angle questions, the way to prove this is to start with this and manipulate it and make it look like this, with this here being the very last thing you write. So if you want to have a go, please do, pause it. But I'll start. So that's equal to 1 plus 1 over sine theta. Cosec theta is 1 over sine theta. And I can see that it wants it in that format there. So I'm not going to do any rearranging because there's only one side to this. I'm just going to manipulate this, make it look different. Keep it the same value, but make it look different. Now I can see I can add those as fractions. So if I take a common denominator of sine theta, so this one, to give it a denominator of sine theta, I'm going to have to times the top by sine theta also. And that one already had the denominator. So actually, nicely done, equals 1 plus sine theta over sine theta. Done. So we'll do another one of those. And again, some really quite basic stuff for now, just to get you used to the sec, the cosec, and the cot of something. So there's the example there. You might have a good idea of how to do this, in which case pause the video, have a go at yourself. But as always, I'll keep going. So 1 over cos theta is sec theta, plus 1 over sine theta is cosec theta. And let's give them a common denominator. So sine theta cos theta will be the common denominator, and the first one we need to multiply by sine theta, and the second one by cos theta. And actually, that's it proved. And now for a bit of a bonus example here. So prove sine beta, sec beta, cot beta is identical to 1. So the key here is to write out each of the trig identities in terms of sine or cos. So that one's already sine beta, but sec beta is 1 over cos beta. And cot beta, remember, is the reciprocal of tan. Well, tan is sine over cos, so cot is the reciprocal of that, cos beta over sine beta. And we can see that that cancels with that cancels with that, just to leave 1. And there we have it, proving some trig identities. So have a go at the worksheet now. Full worked solutions available.